Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wine and Wellness Wednesday. Look, as y'all can tell by the song, I got my people with me. I ain't alone today, y'all. We are in summit prep mode. So we are getting ready for the summit. So I got the whole team with me. So welcome, y'all. Welcome to Wine and Wellness. Welcome, ladies.
Hey y'all.
You know, my staff and friends, they be jealous. They like, when we gonna get up in there? So, I am first gonna announce the toast, because I guess I'm drinking alone. It's all right. I still love them. So, toast to y'all for making it through Wine and Wellness Wednesday. Made it through Hump Day, y'all. So, toast to you for making it through the week. Oh, this is good. I don't remember which one this is, but okay.
Exotic blend.
That's which one?
Exotic blend.
Exotic blend. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna let these beautiful ladies introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get into this week's topic, which I'm excited to get into with you guys. So we're gonna start all the way to my right.
Hello.
Don't be shy, girl. Don't be shy.
I'm Raina. I'm the massage therapist and esthetician here at Camellia.
She be acting shy. I know when y'all call, y'all get that bright. Welcome to Camellia Lee's, blah, blah, blah. She is our head massage therapist. Not only a massage therapist, she is the head massage therapist. And my massage therapist. I be on her table every week. And this beautiful lady next to me.
Hello everyone, I'm Nancy. I am one of the event coordinators for Camellia Elise, and I'm super excited to be here today because we're talking about the summit.
Yes. Okay, she one of my miracle workers, y'all. When y'all come to this summit and y'all see all these amazing decor and table stuff and the schedule and all that, it's because she been yelling at us in the background for 3 weeks. That's what it is.
Wait, you're not supposed to tell nobody. Okay, we in the public.
Right, at the end of the day, the hard work does not get seen, right? Like y'all get to really enjoy the fruits of the labor. So that is what the summit is all about. But before we get into summit talk, you guys, I wanted to actually talk to you guys. I had a question for you and something that I've talked about amongst friends, amongst staff. And so I wanted to bring other people on to give a different perspective. But so my question for today is, what the hell are we doing all this for? Okay. So what does success really and truly mean to you? So I'm going to answer the question and then I'm going to let these ladies kind of chime in. So initially when I started this business, keep in mind that I have an engineering degree. I had a completely different start in life, right? And what I thought I was going to be doing. And I was like, oh, okay, now I'm going to start this business. And my only goal, and this is me being completely transparent, and Nancy, you were there. I just wanted to make enough money so that my husband will be okay with me doing this full time. That was it. He was like, what you mean you gonna quit your job? I'm like, I'm gonna make it. Like, I'm gonna make some good money. And he was like, huh? You gonna leave your corporate job making good money? So my number one goal when I first started was really and truly just to be able to make enough money for my family and to pay my bills. But later it became so much more than that. It became more than just, first of all, I need to pay my bills. I need to actually have financial freedom, and I need to actually be able to build up others so that not only can I make 7 figures, but the people coming behind me can make 6 and 7 figures as well. So what success means to me is leaving behind a legacy and building generational wealth, not just for myself, but for so many others, right? So that's what success means to me. But that is me as this big business owner, whatever. Like, everybody has different goals. So like, I really and truly want you guys to just chime in on, like, what does success mean to you? Like, what does it feel like to you? What are you looking for as you are climbing in life? I'm gonna start with you, Nancy.
Okay, so for me, I feel like I have different levels of success because I have goals that I've set. Each year, though, I increase my goals, and I have not reached all of my goals. However, I would say I'm a success now. The reason why I would say that I'm a success now is because I jumped. And a lot of us won't even take the first step of jumping because we're so afraid of what would happen instead of what actually could happen. And it's always in a sequence of what could happen is where God really wants us to be. So I feel like wherever you are in your life right now, if you've already taken that step, if you've already jumped, you are a success, but you just have different levels of success that you want to obtain.
Yeah. And that's true. And the needle moves, right?
Mhm.
Like it will always move.
Oh,
As
yeah.
long as we're living and breathing, we're trying to meet different goals. So it's never gonna be, okay, I've achieved this, I'm done, right? You think Warren Buffett is like, okay, I got a lot of money, I'm done.
No.
You know, or even business owners are like, okay, I need to hire 100 people. Okay, I hired 100 people, I'm done. No, we're always building, so that makes sense. Yeah, and evolving as well. And so what about you, Raymond?
Basically the same thing, accepting trials and tribulations and continue to go with the path that you're on, but always remember with that, celebrate yourself. I have a hard time celebrating myself when I reach my goals, and when people be like, oh, you did a good job, I'll be like, okay. But,
How many of us have issues, right? Taking a compliment.
Mine is continue on the path that you're trying to get to. Again, we all have this mindset of what we want and where we want to be at a certain time, at a certain age, and we have to come to realize that that's not always our end goal. It's probably something going on. That doesn't mean it's not for you. Again, it's just not for you at the moment. And to continue to, because you're going to find yourself defeated sometimes. You're going to find yourself defeated, and especially if you're a small business owner and working with people that you're paying and they're not following up and doing things, you're going to quit. As long as you don't quit and you make it to at least a third of the step that you're trying to get to, you have reached your success point you've reached your success point for that milestone.
Yeah.
So,
So, and then when it comes to success, one of the things that I think I mistakenly did initially was put a number to it, right? Because initially I was like, okay, success means in my corporate life, I gotta make $100,000. Or success means in my professional life, I need to make $1 million. But as you go further along, and this has been my life experience, I've understood that it's not just about money, but it's the other things. Like I said, financial freedom, being able to travel, being able to take care of your family. And let me say this, y'all have seen, I lost my grandma. Even when my mom was sick, you know how much it meant to me to be able to go down every other day to visit her, right? If I was in corporate, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So success does not have to mean money. It simply means different things. Financial freedom, time freedom. So when I ask y'all that question of what does success mean to you, and especially for you guys in the audience, if y'all want to chime in and say, you know, what does it mean for you? What are you trying to achieve? What does success mean to you? I would love to hear your perspective. But when you think of things outside of money, what's one goal that each of you guys have for yourselves? And then I'll give one for me as well.
my goal right now that I want to focus on is building a compound for me, my family, and my friends.
Okay.
Those are a big goal for me, especially with my dad being sick.
Yeah.
I at least want him to come back to Texas.
Gotcha.
Even though he don't want to, he ain't got no choice. He don't have a choice. But that's my family and friends, just our own plot of land, and we all go live our life peacefully.
But that's ownership. That's ownership, that's assets, and once again, that's building a generational legacy, right? Like beyond where you are right now. I love that. What about you?
That's one thing they're not making any more of is land.
That's right. We got a finite amount. So if you can own some and carve out your area, that's an amazing thing. What about you?
For me, mine is a little maybe selfish, but I'm solo dolo on my end. So my whole thing is just to be able to travel and work from anywhere, and have my business automated where I can be in another country and everything is still thriving and no one ever knows that I'm somewhere else in the world.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's an amazing goal to have. Did I ever tell y'all the story about the lady, like me and my husband went on one of the rare vacations we did, and there was a lady that was upstairs, like on the balcony, and we could hear her speaking. And she was talking loud, but you could tell she was working. So when she was done, she was like on her balcony. She's like, "I'm sorry, was I loud?" And she was like, "I teach English to Chinese kids in China, you know." And I was just like, "Girl, you in Belize right now on somebody's balcony, right? Teaching a bunch of kids in China and living your best life."
Hashtag goals.
Right? So I was like, I love that. So, at the end of the day, like I said, I bring that question to you guys. Of course, you know that we are in like the crazy, fierce mode of summit planning. But I asked that question because, yes, we're bringing a bunch of different speakers to you to help enrich your journey. But what is it that you really want in life? See, everybody's success and everybody's journey is different. But at the end of the day, if you don't know where you're trying to go, you ultimately end up nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's why I talk all the time about the business GPS, like setting your goals, making them plain. And also, I'm a big believer, a lot of people are religious, or a lot of people are not, but making your wants known to God so that He can, yeah, like manifesting what it is that you are trying to get out of life. And also connecting with like-minded people who can help you get there faster.
Yes.
So that's why I just wanted to ask the question, like what does it mean to you? And not just what does success mean to you, but what does all of this mean to you? You're spending your time working, you're spending time serving others, but if you're just doing it for a paycheck, you're going to burn yourself out real fast. But if you're doing it because you care about the next person, you care about self-care, you care about wellness, you'll feel fulfilled with what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's, that was really it. That was what I had for you guys. So what would y'all say when you're, I guess, going through life and trying to achieve different goals? What's one thing that you do to help you stay on point?
So for me, I like to do a lot of self-investment. What do I mean by that? Whether it's me taking a class, attending a conference, whether it's me signing up for an online class, whether it's me getting a mentor. I like to invest in myself because if I invest in myself, then I'm invested in my business.
Right.
And it's not always the people who are in your industry who can technically help you take your business to the next level. Sometimes we need to be able to reach outside of our industry in order to find someone who can actually help us because they always have a different perspective and they can tell us things that we may not necessarily find from someone within our industry.
Right.
So I do think that you should set budgets for goals just for self-development. I know I set a goal every year. I spend a certain amount of money, and whether I am going online and I'm taking some type of class, or I'm actually going to a conference, or I'm getting a membership to be a part of an association, which is really important and very good for networking. Just a little tad bit for you. But I do think that those things are necessary because YouTube University cannot teach you everything that you need to know.
It's true. That's true. Yeah.
So for me, I do think that that is one thing that you have to do. You have to be willing to invest in yourself and invest in your business, especially if you want it to grow. Things change so much in business.
So fast.
I can actually say that every year there is something different that happens in my industry.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure of all of your industries too as well. So you always want to make sure that you're up to date and that you're up on something new. But then too, I encourage everyone just to not learn just your industry specific information, but learn some other things as well. That way you will be able to have a niche that nobody else has.
Yeah, that's true. And Raina, before I get the answer from you, I am going to give this information. Don't be mad at me. But one of the things that I do, y'all, when I was just by myself, and it was just me, I actually used to set aside $1,000 a year. Okay, now whether that's $100 a month or if I can put $1,000 aside, I put $1,000 together and say, this is my education budget. I need to spend this much every year. Now I have for my staff about a $5,000 budget where I say, if you guys need to take sales training, continuing education training, different things, we have money set aside to do that. If y'all look at programs like Tony Robinson and different, it's $10,000 to take his program, right? So you might have to save for a year or two. But I always put money aside because I agree. In order to truly like be successful, to be your best self, you cannot stop learning. You cannot stop learning. And it's not just me, right? I don't run this place by myself. I have a team behind me. So they need to be educated. They need to learn new techniques. They like the people that's coming to do demos. Right now, we don't offer like anal bleaching or these hyperpigmentation, but all of them wanted to learn it, right? So I was like, okay, let's put this out there and we'll start incorporating new services. So as a business owner, I'm going to tell you, give yourself a budget. When you start off, it might only be, $200-300 to take one class a year. But I never stop learning, and I encourage my staff to never stop learning too. That is part of success. The moment that you feel like you know everything is the moment that you are dying.
And what's the best part? Tell them the best part about this education part.
Oh, it's free. It's free. The demo, like all these new trending things like the advanced shoddy and stuff, those demos are free. The anal bleaching, she ain't gonna do an anal bleaching, y'all. Let me just say that. She probably gonna do underarms or elbows or something. We ain't gonna have nobody's butthole out. But that is gonna be part of it as well. We're also gonna be teaching, having a post-op demo so that you guys learn about that. We got speakers coming to talk about tax liabilities, different things for contracting, all different kinds of things, and all of that is free, including, okay, the sit-down gala dinner award show with a premium bar. Y'all are welcome. Cocktails on me. Hello. Y'all know we can't have a conference for 3 days without alcohol. We ain't gonna do that.
I know that.
But all of that is included as part of your ticket as well. But right now, I'm gonna go back to you.
Wait, can I interrupt right now
Yeah,
for one
wait,
thing?
she
So
excited.
this is what I wanted Lindsay to say.
What?
Your personal development and the money that you set aside for it is actually a tax write-off.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. The conference is a write-off. The conference is a write-off as well. That's true. Yeah.
So yes, any kind of personal development, any kind of classes that you take, whatever money you set aside, you can write it off on your business taxes.
What?
So just FYI, that's a big, big win for you.
Wait, what did Rita say?
What was y'all saying years ago?
You didn't know us then. You here now, girl. We got you. Rita was like,
I didn't
need
know
to
when
know.
I said $75.
Wait a minute, I'm telling you, as an employee, I'm over here like, did you write that off? There's so many things that people don't know. And for me, and I'll tell y'all this, and I actually heard somebody speak about this a long time ago. In every state is different, so I'm talking about Texas. But how many of you guys knew that when you file for your LLC, everybody's like, yeah, girl, I got my LLC. How many of y'all knew that if y'all don't file your franchise tax, even if you don't do anything with that LLC, every year you got to file a franchise tax form, and there's one that's like no tax due if you don't make certain amounts. But how many of y'all knew that you got to file that paper every year? And if you don't file that paper, I didn't. Look, she over here pointing, she did. I did not. If you don't, I was like, oh, I'm going to get this LLC. I'm going to save my name. And in about 2 years, I'm going to launch the business. Guess what happened? I went to start doing stuff, and they were like, you ain't paid your taxes in 2 years. You ain't done the sales tax. And I was like, wait a minute, I haven't done anything. It doesn't matter. You have to file the paperwork every year for that LLC just to let them know, hey, I haven't made any money, or I made this much. And guess what happened? Baby, they canceled my LLC. So I had to go in and pay hundreds of dollars, the late fees, and all these different things. But you don't know what you don't know. That is why I put this conference together, because I was the one right here. Okay, I was the person who didn't know. I got the LLC because I wanted to save my name. And then 2 years later, they're like, oh, you got all these fees you got to pay. You got this, you got that, you got to do. And I know, like in California and Vegas, if you got to pay a fee every year, regardless of taxes, just to keep that LLC current. But most of us think, oh, I'm going to file this LLC and then I'm done. No, there's stuff you have to do every year. And if we don't know those things, we wind up spending a whole bunch of money fixing it on the backside. That is why we are having this conference. It's your opportunity to ask an accountant and a lawyer, different people, things that you need to know that we wouldn't know otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. So, your turn, girl.
What was the question?
I don't remember. What was the question? You answered it. I don't even remember. I just talked so much. This what happened to me.
What were we talking about?
Talking about success. And I said,
What
thing
is one thing that you do to help you remain successful?
successful, yeah.
So I'm a
meet your
planner.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a planner. I have to write down everything in at least a 6-week span
Okay.
and give myself a week to do everything. Cause
Okay.
if I don't,
You're gonna get off track. That's
it won't
right.
get done. So I'm more of a planner. I'm a planner. I have to plan day by day, step by step. Even if it don't go right, I got a plan C for plan B.
That's right.
So
Now, but I will tell you one thing that you just said that, like, even if it doesn't go right, I always say, like, we plan, God laughs, right? We all have a plan. Hello, I'm supposed to be a structural engineer building some refinery, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm talking to y'all about beauty and spa stuff, right? And so it's okay. It is always okay. It's just like when you take the wrong turn, right? What does Siri or Google tell you to do? Okay, turn this way, you turn, go back. It's okay to recalibrate, but it's not okay to not have a plan at all, right? Let me say that. We do have to change things. There are some things that happen that are unplanned. We keep going back to COVID, but once again, nobody could have ever planned that COVID would have happened, right? But at the end of the day, you have to know how to recalibrate, how to say, okay, this has happened. How am I going to move forward? How am I going to fix that? Versus, oh, I don't got a plan at all. We just about to wing this thing.
you can be on these Houston freeways with these crazy jobs, or you can be on the 101 and just be there.
Yeah, right. That's right. That's true.
Just stuck in that same little spot.
Yeah.
Can't get over, can't merge.
So we got a question. Y'all know I ain't got my glasses on. So can we get, what's the question?
It says, how do you ladies handle setbacks while attempting to reach your goals?
Oh, I cry. I cry. I cry. I'm sorry. I do. I cry.
That's real. Hello.
Emotionally, I can't handle it. But eventually, I get there. I just gotta cry. I honestly gotta cry.
So it's not, but let me just say this, not just cry. You cry and you push through.
So, yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Give me 48 hours.
I was just about to say, I have to give myself 2 days at max, y'all. Now it's different with grief. But when it's a goal or a failure, I give myself 2 days to be like, I feel like crap, I wanna cry, this ain't working, I thought this was gonna happen, it didn't. And after 2 days, I gotta pick myself up and say, let me move forward.
It depends on the circumstances. Because then I gotta call my voice of reasoning.
Yeah.
It's not for them. Because if I go off of Darnisha, hi, I'm Darnisha. If I go off of Darnisha, it's not gonna end too well for anybody.
Right, that's
So
true.
yeah, I have to. It depends on the circumstances.
But you gotta tap in your circle, but you also have to let yourself feel it
Yeah.
emotionally. So that's important. What about you?
For me, I have to take 48 hours. I'm not a Darnisha, but I know somebody like that, okay? But for me, I kind of have to sit there and meditate. I need to process everything because I'm a thinker. And then I'm gonna talk to my goal friends. So I have so many sets of friends, but I have my goal friends. My goal friends are friends who have businesses. And those friends are different from my everyday friends because my friends who have businesses, when I'm struggling or dealing with something in my business, those are the people that I need to talk to. Because I can't talk to my homegirl who don't have no business because she doesn't understand what I'm going through and she can't really give me any advice. She might say, girl, just quit it. Okay? But my goal friend is gonna say, girl, I dealt with that last week. Let me tell you this what we gonna do. And most of the time, if you're gonna ask around, your goal friends, they done been there. Or they had a situation similar to that. And so
Or they got a resource.
yes, or they have a resource that can help you out. So kind of stick to your network. I think a lot of times we don't use our network. So when you're in situations like that, kind of reach out to your network and then recalibrate so that you can revise your plan, but always be ready to pivot.
Be open to people.
Yeah.
So let me say this. You hit on something that's super important, and this is something that I would tell any business owner. Literally, I got people on YouTube, we got people on Instagram that listen to me. Stop going to your best friend that ain't got no business, your mama that loves you, that's always gonna say yes no matter how crazy the idea
Well, she
is.
might tell you to quit.
Right. Stop going to people who are your yes men. They gonna say yes all the time. They gonna be like, girl, that is so beautiful. It's a great idea. And build a network, okay, of people who have either done it, been there, or have a resource that can help you.
Yeah.
We cannot always go to our best friend for advice when it's something they have never done before. Build a network of people who are either in the trenches with you or people who have been there before that can help you through
Yes.
it. Because that's a part that, as a business owner, a lot of times we miss. It is truly something we miss. We go to our best friend because they make us feel better, but they're not really giving you the best advice, right?
They
They're
don't
saying,
know.
well, yeah, they don't know. It's the same as I've been married 15 years. Me going to my single friend and be like, girl, I need advice on this marriage. It's gonna be different, right? So at the end of the day, build your network of people who have that strength and can help you, and not even just give you advice, but they got real resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been through it. They're like, listen, when I was in that issue, this the lawyer I called. This the accountant I called. This the handyman I called to fix your flooring. Hello. Or plumbing. Hello. Last week we had a plumbing issue. I was like, hey girl, I know you got a plumber.
Yeah.
You know, call people who have been through things, that have resources that can really and truly help you, because it will take you so much further versus, like I call them the yes men. She ain't a yes man. I got some real good friends in my life that's not the yes man. They like, what you doing? Ain't making no sense, Lindsay. Like, we not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So
And you need those friends.
You gotta have those.
Even
friends.
sometimes if you think that they're hating on you, or you think, oh my gosh, they just always telling me this, you kind of need them.
Me, something like that. You ain't have to tell me.
But no, but you need them, because you need people that's gonna tell you stuff that nobody else is gonna tell you.
Yes.
You need somebody who's gonna be real with you. You need somebody who's gonna get in the trenches and say, okay, look, this is where we messed up at, but come on, what we gotta do to fix it?
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need that in business. Because Lindsay talked about your yes friends, but she didn't say nothing about the friends who don't believe in your little business. She didn't say nothing about the family members who don't believe in your little business. Because that's a term that you will hear a lot. Oh yeah, you know, she doing her little business and stuff. And the next thing they know, oh, her little business is like $1 million business, you know.
And then they calling you for loans. Or, hey, can I get in? Can I get there? That's true.
So you got two types of people, but you have to know how to deal with that. But don't just lean on your network when you need something. Like, make it a two-way street. Make it be something that's genuine. Like, hey girl, I'm just checking on you this week just to make sure you're good. You don't have to talk to these people every day. You don't have to talk to them every week. Hey, look, just checking on you. Are you good? So when you do need something, they won't have that, girl, she only called me when she needs something or when something wrong.
It's true.
You don't want to, have that type of relationship, but your network is what's going to take you far.
It's true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another question. No glasses. Go ahead.
What advice can you offer for someone who is unsure about setting that first or next goal?
Okay, so I'm gonna focus on the person with the first goal. So this is something that a person told me a long time ago. They were like, just jump. The worst thing that you can do in life is not even try.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's okay to fail. I done had some failures. We literally just went through inventory when I was like, what the hell is this cream, oil, lotion, this we ain't never gonna use ever again in life. I've had failures. As a business owner, there are gonna be certain things that work so well, and there's gonna be certain things that just flop. That is part of the territory. But at least try. If you never try, you don't know what you're gonna succeed at,
Yeah.
what you're gonna fail at, and you're gonna spend your whole life in the back of your mind thinking, I should have done it. What would have happened if I at least tried?
Yeah.
So the number one piece of advice I'm gonna give you is just jump, just try. Okay. Now I'm not telling y'all to go out there and quit your jobs and be like, I'm about to do this full time. I took this class. I'm done. I'm gonna do it full time. I'm not telling you to do that. I worked 6 years in corporate America while I was building this business on the side until I got to a place where I could do it full time. So I will never tell anybody just jump, just quit your job. Beyonce had everybody with the Great Resignation, y'all. That was like, oh, I just quit my job. Wait a minute, like don't just quit.
Yeah.
You could be building on the side before you just quit that job. So I'm not gonna tell you to just quit the job, but I am gonna tell you you at least got to get out there and try. And then the other thing, y'all know, the perfection paralysis. I tell people, stop waiting on the perfect time, the perfect moment. When this happens, I'm gonna do it. When that happens, I'm gonna do it. You'll never do it. So don't let perfection cause paralysis. Those are the two pieces of advice I would give. So what about y'all?
Yeah, I'm with Lindsay. I'm gonna say jump. And to start a business, I know people make you think that you have to have all this money. I don't know what the fees are in other states, but baby, you could start with an $18 DBA in Texas. And I'm pretty sure that everybody else
$300
is cheaper. Even if you don't have the $300, you could do business as
That's right.
until you can. So let's say less than $50, you can do a DBA until you can get the money to do an LLC. So at least go out and get your documentation that you need, and then you can build everything up after you've done it. Like most people say, oh, in order to start a business, you need a business plan, you need this, you need that. I didn't even know what a business plan was when I started my business. I was sitting in meetings like, wait, what? What's a business plan? Wait, how I do that? Wait, I gotta Google this. Wait, it's like 5 different types. Which one I'm supposed to pick? Okay? People make you think that you have to have it all together. She just told you all, it's not perfect. Just start. Go down there, get your documentation, learn, educate yourself, find you some like-minded people, get on Eventbrite or Facebook, and find you some networking events and go mingle.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end it with this, but I'm gonna let you continue. But I'm in one thing that she said, Eventbrite, y'all. I just randomly stumbled upon a women's group here in Houston, and one of the best mentors I ever had. This woman makes 8 figures, not 7, 8. She made 8 figures. She was speaking at an event. I met this woman there. One of the best mentors I have ever had. But it was because I jumped out on faith. I went to an event I didn't know nobody at. I was just like, maybe this don't be good, maybe it's not. But a lot of us think we're gonna meet everybody we need to meet on social media. That is not true. You gotta get out there and network, because I know y'all have heard this, but your network equals your net worth. You have to get out there and try to meet new people outside of your everyday circle, because it will take you far.
Yes.
So that piece of advice, y'all be sleeping on Eventbrite and LinkedIn and some of these events. I be signing up for stuff and showing up because I need to meet people outside of my everyday circle who can take me places I've never been before. If you want to go somewhere you've never been, you got to do things you've never done. Okay.
And you know, a lot of people on social media, they fake. So they be living their best life, but they not really living that life.
Yeah,
okay?
That's true.
So all the people that talk about it, they don't really be about it. But
So
those
you have
networking
to,
events,
you got to be about it. And most of the people that's out there making 8 figures, they not on social media. Let me just tell you that as well. But go ahead, what'd you have?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
You just say you had something.
Oh, when picking your goals, don't go off of social media. Do something that you genuinely like. Not because it make you money, because you gonna waste a whole lot of money doing something you don't want to do. It's easy to take the lash class and things like that. That's tedious, and people don't realize that that's tedious, and it's a lot that comes with it. Pick a goal, pick a path that you want and actually genuinely like it. Like I love the beauty industry. I've been wanting to do this since I was 16, but I also like the medical side of everything. So I'm able to combine both of my loves for massage, beauty, and health into one. And my work ethic speaks for itself because it's something I genuinely like. I don't, when I tell you now, I don't include tips in anything that I do. If you tip, but that's not my main source.
Yeah.
And so when you pick a goal and decide what you want to do in life, do something that you like. Do something that you genuinely like.
That's important.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end it with that. When it comes to success, y'all, it has to be something that I don't even say like, something you love. Cause let me tell you something. When I gotta pay $1,000 for plumbing issues, and I gotta pay another $1,000 for permits, and another $1,000 for staff, and like everything $1,000, or $10,000 for this and that. Like y'all don't, you have no idea. You know, the bigger you grow, right, the more you gotta spend to keep things up.
More money,
And,
more problems.
and right, and so when you're looking at those problems, y'all, what you're doing has to be enough passion and love to keep you going every day. See, I walk in this space and I know they can attest to this. I'm here every day before my staff because I love what I do. I love what I do. I'm here before it opens, not every day, a lot of days. More days than I need to. But I'm here before it opens, and a lot of times I'm the last one to walk out the door because I love what I do. And even on a hard day, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sleep it off, and the next day I'm going to start again. But I love that somebody walks out of here feeling refreshed. They've had self-care. I'm able to employ, like, I love what I do. And even when times get hard, it's enough to keep me going. But if you doing things just for money, you gonna burn yourself out real fast. Or if you doing lashes because you think that you can make good money with lashes, but you might really, really actually love makeup. Sometimes you don't know what you're gonna love until you try a couple different things, right? So don't be afraid to try something new, but also do what you love doing, not what you just think is gonna make you some good money, because you will burn out very quickly if that is all that is motivating you.
And it may not last.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, we have any other questions? Question keeper? No? No? All right, you guys. Y'all have any final comments? Oh, y'all know I love when I have guests. I'm like, hey y'all. Hey y'all. Yes, we will see y'all. We are, what, 9 days? We got 9 days away.
Look, if you haven't purchased your ticket to the summit,
$9 off.
y'all need to get y'all tickets to the summit because it's gonna be lit.
Right, so here's just a quick layout. So right now, as of today through Friday, is $99 off of VIP and general admission tickets. Okay, so VIP and general admission, you guys can get $99 off until Friday. Costume party, welcome party is on Friday. We got the demos, the speakers, the gala, all that on Saturday. The 6-figure spa chick. We have a AI talk, all that on Sunday.
Yep.
So we got 3 days full of info, full of fun, giveaways. Y'all know I'm giving away cash because it's what I do. So we're giving away cash. We're giving away equipment for some of the VIP attendees. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming. So we look forward to having you guys there. If y'all have questions about tickets, if you have questions about anything for the team, success, anything that y'all need, please just DM us. And then we got a couple people already in some of these classes. The classes are actually going to be on Monday, not Sunday. So we already got a couple people that are in the classes. If y'all have questions about the classes, because that discount is going away after that Monday group, okay? That y'all getting half off. Hey, I'm like, y'all getting half off the prices. And if y'all know me, I don't be discounting stuff like that. So, if y'all have any questions though, feel free to let us know, and if not, we will be back. My people with me, y'all.